Hey everybody, so you've done it. It's the last week of school. You've about survived fourth grade. And, obviously it's been a very crazy year. There's not really another definition other than, hectic and crazy and unprecedented. But, you guys have made it. So this last 3 days are pretty easy. This is a pretty easy laid back week. Um, so today, Tuesday, you have a couple things. Number one, if you have not finished and uploaded your Flipgrid video about your egg drop project, either showing us the actual project being dropped or at least talking about it and make sure you do that. That's number one. And then there's an assignment that says, watch and comment. So just like we did with the vehicle one, watch at least three, four of your classmates. You can watch them all if you want, but at least three or four of them, and then leave comments, a video comment for at least three or four of them. Talk about what you liked about them. What you think maybe they could have done differently if it didn't work. Just giving them ideas and comments and feedback. So that's the second thing in there. And then there's a video or there's an assignment that says test video. Let me know if you can watch it. So basically, I posted a little short clip on YouTube, like what our memories video will be. But I want to make sure with all the problems that we've had with restrictions and people not being able to see videos in YouTube or it says restricted or whatever that I think I have it all worked out, but I want to make sure. So go into that one that says test video, click on the link, and see if it opens. If it opens and it starts playing and it says, I don't know what it says, test video or whatever it says, starts playing some music and there's a few pictures in there, then just go back to the assignment, type in the comment, put, it worked, and then turn it in. And that way I know it worked. If for some reason it says it's restricted or it didn't work, put that in there too, and then turn it in, and that way I know that it worked or it did not work. That being said, then the last thing I have in there for Tuesday is it says optional, the Taylor Despero audiobook. So we've had some problems. I know some people have had some problems with it being restricted, and so some of you have gotten to the point where you've been able to watch all the videos, and some people haven't been able to watch. They maybe were able to watch the first two and then haven't been able to watch or whatever. So it's the last week of school. So if you have been able to watch the videos and listen to the book, and then go and finish it. But if it hasn't worked for you, at this point, if rather than making you try to figure it out, then don't worry about it. So that's why I put optional on that one. If you do finish the book, go ahead and take the AR quiz over it, and then that way you see how you did. And this is a good test too, with it being an audio book. How we've talked about all year, there's a difference between being able to read and understand things and listen and understand things. And a lot of times when we did these listening, you still had a book in front of you that you followed along with when I read most of it to you. So this would be a good way for you to see how your listening comprehension is when it comes to grade level books, or so go ahead and take the AR quiz if you finish it. But again, at this point, that is going to be an optional assignment. So really, Tuesday's pretty easy. Finish your egg drop video if you have not yet. Most of you have done, or a lot of you have already. Watch your classmates' videos and leave some comments, three or four at least. Like I said, you can do them all if you want. That'd be great. And then click on the link on the test memories video, and then if it works, click in the comment that it works, submit it, turn it in. If it doesn't work, tell me what it says, if it says restricted or whatever, and then turn that in. So that's Tuesday, simple day. Wednesday is field day, virtual field day. So Mrs. Marceline has put together a document that's got a bunch of virtual field day stuff, and it would be great if your parents videoed or took some pictures, and I think they could upload it to the Cary Ridge Facebook page. That way people can see what's going on. So basically, Wednesday, you have no work from me. It's virtual field day. And then the last day of school on Thursday. So Thursday, you have one assignment from me, and that's either a Flipgrid or a letter. So I know some of you aren't all about making videos. So if you want to write a letter, you can write a letter in Google Documents. But basically, what you are going to do is make a video or write a letter to next year's 4th grade class that I'm going to have. So your replacements. Okay, let's be honest. You guys could never be replaced. The people that are going to fill the seats that you're leaving. Okay, so you're going to make a video or write a letter. Introduce yourself. Say, hey, I'm Mr. Oates, and I just finished up 4th grade, and here are some things I think that you would want to know. And so give them advice. Okay, some things that'll help them survive 4th grade, some things that will help them survive me. You guys have all survived me this year. So what kind of advice would you give to them to help you survive me? Give them any ideas that you would have that are just going to help them in general get through the year. What should they expect? Okay, things that they should expect. And then think about your own memories. Talk about some of the good memories that you have from activities. What did you really enjoy doing? That way they have an idea of things that they can look forward to. Obviously we don't do the exact same thing every year, but a lot of this stuff is very similar. And so, what should they expect? What were some of the good memories you guys had? And basically you can talk about anything you want, but the whole goal here is basically it is a kid that just left my room next year, welcoming whoever is coming into my room and giving them an idea of what kind of year they're going to have, and why, and what kind of expectations and advice and things like that. So you can either do the Flipgrid video, or if you really want to, you can write a Google document and submit it that way too. So either one is fine. So that's your last day of school assignment. So it's pretty straightforward. It's a pretty easy week, pretty laid back week. We will do a meeting at some point, and I've two things this week. The first thing, all the 4th grade teachers put together a short video. I want to say it's like 10 minutes or so. It's a whole 4th grade video, so it's not just pictures from our class, some pictures from our class, but some pictures from all the classes, and then there's some video messages from the teachers and things like that. So what I was thinking is that maybe on Wednesday at some point, I'll schedule a meeting on Google Meet. Okay, now here's the thing I want you to pay attention to. For this to work, okay, I can show it to you, and we'll show it to you all at the same time. But for this to work, when you get on there, I want you to mute yourself. Because then what I will do, instead of you looking at me, so I'll get on there and I'll say something to all of you, but then instead of you seeing me right now, I will then make it so that you can see my screen, and I will play the video through my screen, and you will then be able to see the screen and hear it. Okay, but again, the key there is that everyone is muted and just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying watching the video. Okay, but if you don't mute yourself and you're loud, then obviously it becomes chaos. You won't get to hear the music, you won't get to hear the message, things like that. Okay, so I will schedule that. We'll do that. Okay, the other thing, and I'm still working out the details, I'm still working on the end of the year video. Okay, so there's a couple different possibilities that I'm working on, but one of the possibilities is that we all watch the end of the year video together, and then that's going to be about 45 minutes or so, 50 minutes, I don't know, I'm still working on it, and it's got like 700 pictures. But again, it would be the same possibly it'll be the same process where, we'll get on Google Meet. You guys will all be muted, so hopefully you get your parents there. You can get your parents together, and we can all just watch it together. Normally we would watch this in the last day of school in the multi-purpose room on the big movie screen. Obviously we can't do that. Okay. So then you would mute yourselves, and then that way you're not bothering other people that are sitting there trying to enjoy the video and all of that. Okay. So then that would be on the last day of school. I'm still working out the details. There's also another couple possibilities that I'm working on. If this doesn't work out right, then the bottom line is I will just send out the link to all of you and your parents, and then you will have that link to watch it on YouTube. Okay? Now, in the past, everyone has gotten a copy of the DVD on a DVD, so you have a physical copy. So my plan is to still do that and burn you all copies of them, and then probably, either next week or the week after, in the couple weeks after we get out of school, after this week, I would have them all done. And so once I have them all burned and copied, then I was thinking about maybe doing kind of like what we did the other day, what you guys did for me with the parade, the drive-by there. I would say, hey, on this day during this time period, like 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock or whatever time period, I will be over in, for example, the church parking lot like we were the other day. And if you want to drive by, and you could get your copy of the DVD, and then we can say hi and say see you later in person, and have a good summer in person. It's kind of a goodbye. So that's a possibility too. More details will come on that. But the bottom line is that when we watch these videos, if this works, then you need to mute yourselves so that it's not chaos, and that people can watch the videos and enjoy the videos. Okay, so that's kind of the plan right now. We'll see how it works. I'll schedule some things. I'll email your parents, and we'll go from there. Okay, so not much to do. Make sure you get it done. Don't forget to test out that video, the memories video, and let me know if it worked, because again, fingers crossed it's gonna work. And have a good week, and enjoy field day. Okay, so we will talk several times this week. So have a good day, and I will talk to you later. See ya.